I'm going to call the number while we are live. I'll run this here. Hold on 1 minute. All right, so this is the number. Okay. So the first time I called the number, it went to someone in Colombia's son, but if you call the number and you can try from your end, maybe it will go through. If that's your phone, you're using your real phone, don't use your actual phone to call the number. Use another phone if you can. That is not registering your name, so your location may not be determined. But you have the number if you want to try. I'm using one of my cellular phone to call the number. So it's important for us to know if you call the number, to call the number when they will be speaking Spanish to me.
Some of you have mastered stealing so well that power is the only thing you think about. Because once you get power, your actions suddenly become protected, respected, and difficult to challenge. The painful part is not your record. The painful part is that everybody already knows your record. And yet they sing for you, dance for you, and proudly call you a good man. Not because they believe in you, not because they trust you. They are chasing benefits. Benefits that last only a few days before disappearing like yesterday's newspaper. Meanwhile, the next of kin are already learning where their fathers stopped and how to continue. You teach the next generation to reward bad behavior. If we stop asking questions, we will keep sinking.
Welcome. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. A great day, a lovely day, a wet day. Still good to go. My name is Julius J. Welcome. At 5 p.m. we'll have with us the MCSS people, Teachers and Staff Association there. Some things seem to be happening there. Before that, after we will speak with James Colley, our Lofa County correspondent, to give us the latest from Solomba border. Hopefully we'll speak with CMC political leader Musa Hassan Belete, who's out of the country. We may as well speak with Edwin Melvin Snow, who is out of the country. We may as well speak with Alfred J. Johnson. All of them in a discussion on the drug fight, with the different details coming in. That's what it looks like. How was your weekend? Did you go to church? Did you go to the mosque?
You build your world on lies and illusion, but you never know that this is the conclusion. No chance, no hope for those who
What else did you do at the weekend?
The truth was showing. And if you live in a glass house, don't throw stone.
Don't ever try to do that.
If you can't take those follow.
Yes, indeed. That is what it looks like. Nowhere else but right here on the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. Yeah. So what is making news then? Nigeria's army has said it safely rescued 33 people after they were kidnapped by armed men while traveling from the country's northwestern Zamfara state. The army said its troops mobilized alongside the police immediately after hearing about the abduction in the Safe area of Zamfara on Saturday afternoon. The military found the kidnappers in the process of moving the hostages to an unknown location, the army said, and the gunmen fled into the nearby bush after coming under fire. More than 300 children have died in the Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. That is according to the United Nations. Children account for nearly a quarter of confirmed cases, but almost a third of deaths. More than 4,000 cases and 1,850 deaths have been reported. The outbreak is also reducing access to health care and increasing risks for pregnant women. The WHO is preparing a vaccine trial and calling for stronger early detection, contact tracing, and access to care. Around 13,000 community workers have reached more than 2.4 million people with Ebola prevention information. Where are you watching from? Where are you following from? Let us know. Share the video. Invite others to join in. It promises to be top. Interesting. High level. Okay. It is wet, oh, it is a wet day here, a very wet day, a very, 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 very wet day here. Clarence Clark from Broad Street, Perry Fofana. King George Grand, Cape Mount County. From Malawi is Ubuntu Comfort. Andrew Seawele from New Georgia Township there, Topo Village. Jerry Matadi from Magibi University campus, Lower Magibi County. From the traffic, Peter Lynn Peters. Beware, that's Beware. Franklin Month, 72nd. Jiba Kurman Sinkor from Camp City, Nimba County is Mike and Pay. Daniel Tente, Tinkers Village. Thomas Ezentengbe, Louisiana. I don't know if it is the American Louisiana or the Liberian one, but Montoya Aliyu from his office at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, Emmanuel Shamoda Jansen, Ernest Belly, Logan Town, Sto Battles and Beyond, Pipeline, Joseph Brooks, Cardwell, Ibrahim Blaze Toga, Stephen Fowler, Terry F. Corning, Ivan B. Tan Sr., Have you shared the show already? You should be doing that. Share it as many times as possible. And invite others to join in. Yes, indeed. We are right here. We also have coming up Fact Check. Fact Check is ahead of us. Moses Reeves from Broad Street. Ishaka Mayamu Sharif, District 12. Stephen Toba is Moes Mason. Benzema Benedict, Callaway District. That's Maryland. You sure you're in Maryland, my man? You sure you're in Callaway District? Which town? Is it Tubacan or Mano? Is it Manoluga, Manocan? Becan? Bonican? Otis Nangbe from Carwell, Luco Roca community. Sumo Harris, District 9. From Bannersville, Keba, UPC community. Lawrence Fakoli, Jacob S. Jackson from Bon County. Omniscience Ebesa, Shaka S. Masakwe from Clay Street. Poka J. Daniel Broville. P. Issa Talley from Johnson Street. From Minneapolis, Steve Dawkins Riches. From his keke is P. Christopher Collier. Division Panabeko. Avin B. Tan Sr. Okay, we mentioned that already. Mantonian Son from Broville. Emmanuel Goe Flantown. Nukuta is Vinicius Jiomba. Yep, I use her only on social media. You know. From Duporo is Emmanuel Iakbawolo. Abraham Deyuga. Melvin Nathaniel Roosevelt Jolo from Painesville. Tommy S. Cooper, Bourgeois Alan, Tony Gamoyu, Tobias Dotu, Jabi Fofana, Ganozo Supermarket, Dennis Do, Nimba County, Faid Tengbe, Otis Boyman. Okay, that's okay. Let's take a break with some of our sponsors right here. We do our best to acknowledge you, your followership and all of that. It's very, very, very important. Let's take some of our sponsors here. We will be back shortly to talk about the issues that matter. A whole lot of things are happening.
We are brave. We are passionate.
Hey, Tanu, I need cash and there is no ATM around here.
Really?
Did you try the EcoBank POS?
POS? I said I need cash. What is it about POS?
Judy, you can get your cash through the POS. All you need to do is to visit any EcoBank Express point or petrol trade gas station and request to use the POS. Guess what? It can also take other bank cards.
Oh, widow, you mean cards from banks overseas too?
Yes, it should just be your Visa card.
Wow, great. So when there is no ATM around me, I will just use the POS to get my money fast. EcoBank has made it too easy, man. EcoBank and innovation that will 5 and 6 so.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
From the heart of
Are you looking for quality and healthy beats for whatever occasion for reasonable price? Then worry no more. Brown Hop Liberia got you covered. At Brown Hop Liberia, we sell healthy, Julius raised pig for only $350 Liberian dollars per pound. Our pigs are born and raised in Liberia according to high European standards of hygiene and care. You are welcome to visit our farm in Bombing County or come to UCI at Freeport to choose your pig, weigh it, pay, and take it home. For more information, inquiry, or reservation, contact Brown Hawk Liberia via WhatsApp on 0770-888-804 or call 0880-900-041. Brown Hawk Liberia, quality you see, cleanliness you can trust.
healthy pigs, quality you trust.
Your cars, generators, and other machines can last much longer when you use the right kind of petroleum products to power your engines. Sonic Group, located on Bushwood Island, is dealer and distributor of high-quality petroleum products across Liberia at available prices. At Sonic Group, we sell and distribute high-quality petrol, gas, and diesel fuel to fueling stations across the nation. Our highly trained, professional, and customer-friendly staff are always waiting and ready to serve you. We deliver your petroleum products to your destinations on time. No worries. Power your engines with the right kinds of petrol, oil, and gas today and save time and money. Come to Sonic Group, your one-stop distributor of high-quality petrol, oil, and gas. We are located in a BMC building opposite UBA Bank, just a block away from LPRC on Bushwood Island. For more information, call 0777-062-441 or 0886-473-164. Sonic Group, spinning the wheels of oil and gas in Africa.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Indeed. Welcome back. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. Let's now take our fact check. with our partners, Local Voices Liberia.
Good day and welcome to the Fact Check segment. This segment debunks disinformation and provides the verified facts of statements made online and on the radio. I am Jerry Gay. Coming up on the program today, we will be fact-checking a couple of claims made in the last few days. On August 6, Youth and Sports Minister Cornelia Krua claimed that the BDOTC was funded under Youth Rising Phase 1 and that the project's 26 million euros was negotiated during former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's administration. She made the claims in an apparent response to former Minister D. Zioga Wilson, who said construction work at the BDOTC began during the Weah administration. To verify these claims, we reviewed the official project documents which show that Youth Rising Phase 1 entered development in 2016 with EU UNIDO assessment missions conducted in 2017 under the Sirleaf's administration. Although 20 million euros was earmarked for the TVET program, the formal financing agreement was signed on May 3, 2018 during the Weah administration. The BDOTC was not among the 6 institutions covered by the original project arrangement under the Sirleaf administration. It was later added with Habel Multilateral High School and Tumutu Agricultural Vocational Training Center following additional financing in May 2020 and a 2021 addendum during the CDC administration. The addendum increased the EU UNIDO contract from 19.5 million euros to 25.25 million, with the overall investment commonly presented at approximately 26 million euros. We therefore conclude that Krua's claim about the BDOTC being funded under Youth Rising Phase 1 is correct. However, her claim that the entire 26 million euros was negotiated under the Sirleaf administration is misleading. And on August 4, Benedict Koluba, former Assistant Minister for Development Planning at the Ministry of Finance, claimed in a Facebook post that the $14 million loan from the Kuwaiti Fund for Arab Economic Development to rehabilitate the Port of Greenville was conceived, developed, implemented, and completed under the Unity Party-led government in 2014 and not the administration of former President George Weah. Koluba made a claim in response to Public Works Minister Roland Giddings, who alleged that the CDC administration contracted the loan and failed to repay and that this contributed to delays in the Banga Salaye Road project. To verify Koluba's claim, we reviewed the Greenville Port Loan Agreement and other official government documents. Our review found that the loan amounted to 4 million Kuwaiti dinars, equivalent to approximately US $14 million at the time. Negotiations for the loan occurred in 2012 under President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. In her January 2013 annual message, President Sirleaf informed the legislature that her government had successfully negotiated and guaranteed the loan to finance the rehabilitation of the Port of Greenville. The agreement was subsequently submitted to the legislature and rectified in 2014. Based on these findings, we conclude that Benedict Koluba's claim that the US $14 million Greenville Port loan was negotiated and contracted under the Unity Party-led government of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is correct. Meanwhile, Minister Giddings claimed that the Weah administration contracted the loan and failed to repay is misleading because the loan was contracted under the Sirleaf administration. In our next broadcast, we will separately verify whether the Weah administration failed to service the loan during its 6-year tenure. Well, this is all we have time for on the Fact Check segment. This segment is part of an MOU between Local Voices Liberia, OKFM, Prime FM, and Kia Radio to counter disinformation and help the public make informed decisions. This MOU is funded by the Liberia Media Empowerment Project, implemented by Internews with funding from the European Union. The funder or partner had no say in the editorial decisions leading to the production of this fact check segment. We'll be back on Wednesday with more fact check reports to help you know the facts. Thanks for listening. I am Jerry Gay. Goodbye.
Welcome back. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. We are right here. Things are happening. So we say we'll join our folks in the next 15 to 20 minutes to talk about this drug fight. Everything will include the vessel. We will also speak with, shortly after these pieces of discussion I'm about to have, we'll speak with our Lofa County correspondent. He has some updates about the border issue there. So the Minister of Education has warned parents who keep school-age children at home this academic year, they can be charged with a misdemeanor as the government moves to scrap registration fees for kindergarten through safe grade in every public school. This one here, I do not think somebody needs to tell parents, but let me sensitize you about the significance of school. You know, the significance of school. Education is very important. Education is very, very important, and nobody. If you need motivation, then let me tell you, it is important. Send your child to school. Send your children to school. And don't think, oh, the other boys are going private school. They're going to faith-based schools. They're going to expensive schools. So from kindergarten to safe grade is absolutely free. Even though they weren't paying tuition before, those little fees they are paying now, the government has moved together with their partners, supported by partners, to scrap that. Send your children to school. Send them to school. Some of us here, we started going to school in refugee schools. Yeah, we're refugee children in Ivory Coast. So we went to free schools, refugee schools. Yeah? That time they used to give, it started with beans and rice. We used to eat. Seriously, it is the food we used to depend on. Yeah, and also they used to give ration, food ration. You know, we were the very earliest refugees. We really enjoyed. We the earliest. We were the veterans of the refugee kingdom. We enjoyed. Until 1994 now, when the other terrible rebel people now, everybody started running. And the numbers increased very heavily. Then burger weed and started coming in, some funny combi and all that stuff. But we the earliest refugees we used to enjoy. They were gonna play anything. I drive there, you know. But we go to refugee schools. Yeah? There my high school in Liberia, I went to Plebo High School. 10th grade to 12th grade. So elementary, junior high, refugee schools. I'm emphasizing. Senior high, Plebo High School. Did it stop me from becoming who I am? So don't overlook public schools. Yeah? Send your children to school. That foundation is very important. Don't be sending them to say when they're supposed to be in school and all that stuff. They're just working at home. Some of you send your own children, the one that you gave birth to. You send them to school. Other people's children are living with you. You don't want to send them to school. It's not good. Send the children to school because education has benefits. If there is anything any parent has to do. I always tell people, some of the most important things parents have to do for their children is the issue of feeding, housing, clothing, when they're sick, take care. But education it's also one of the very major things. You don't necessarily need to buy them fancy clothes and all that stuff. if you don't have it, but you have to eke out. You got to try as much as possible to send them to school. You got to try as much as possible that they should eat every day. Those ones are needs, and there can always be benefits. So yeah, please send it. You don't have an excuse. Please try your best. Yeah, it's important, yo. You know, Liberia, I can enjoy Liberia. I can enjoy Liberia. Liberia is, the level of hypocrisy in this country, I don't get it. These two political parties, I do not get it. I do not understand, but I understand. You know, I don't understand, but I understand. So, government is continuity, right? That is, even if you stay in power, you continue. If Liberian people took you from there, those that will come, they will continue. That's what they call continuity. So if you started something, the other person will continue it. If you didn't finish it, they will finish it because it's government thing. And people should acknowledge what people did. And people should acknowledge if people finish what they did. Huh? And that has been the case. And that's how it is supposed to be. Yeah, there may have been interruptions due to the war, you know. But you could see things that, maybe we'll go back to Topman. Let's go to Topman because we still have people alive that were living when Topman was there. So, yeah, Topman, he started things he may not have ended. Torbot ended some, started some. He may not have ended. Doe ended some, started some things that did not end. Then the war came in. So there was a whole lot of interruption, a whole lot of things got damaged. But Sirleaf started stuff. She ended some. She had 12 years. She may not have ended all. CDC continued. Some, they acknowledged her. They even invited her to some of the programs to say, okay, you did this and blah, blah, blah. Some, they did not want to. And we forced them. We forced them to acknowledge that the previous administration started this thing. And I have evidence of two very important people who had all that information that were feeding us. They were constantly on the show to remind CDC. When you heard, y'all had a blueprint. I play a game for because we were demanding. Now, Public Works Minister Roland Lifford Giddens and former NIC man George Judy Wisner. Oh, they could not allow CDC to breathe. Anything they wanted, the guys were just feeding us. They were coming on the show. They were feeding us with the information. So CDC had to admit that the post started in. But, you know, it is. Why is it difficult to acknowledge that someone started something? And why is it difficult to say, oh, thank you, you completed this and blah, blah, blah. Then people say, oh, it doesn't matter that I bring poor money. Yeah, that I bring poor money. But someone did something about it. People are voted out or voted in based on what they did or what they did not do. So why is all the hypocrisy all over the place that people cannot acknowledge what people started? What is wrong about it? It only shows that you are professional. It only shows that you are